Now's the time to be different. And by different, I mean thinking outside of the box. Not doing ordinary things like ordinary people are doing. Not following the crowd. It's time now to show your special quality. What is it about you that's unlike anybody else? What can you do that's different from anybody else? You came here with work. You came here with a specific task. Have you found it? Okay, cool. So what can you do that's different from everybody else? Your work versus your job or career, your work is for you. That's your work, what you were put on this planet to do. I remember when I was working in the military, right? I was standing on the gate, and what I would notice is there would be a line of cars, one after another, one after another, one after another. And I noticed that even if there was another lane open that had no cars, you're all going in the same direction. If there was one car in the lane, most likely there'd still be another car coming right behind that car, even if the other lane was open. It always confused me. You see this lane open, you can decide to go in a different lane instead of following behind somebody, following behind 5, 6, 7 cars, and totally be fine going into base. Like, stop following the crowd. Be different. Think different. First, think different. There are people naturally just thinking different. They do things different. They just live outside of the box. It's just who they are. And there are people who get forced into thinking outside of the box. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of those people who was forced to think outside of the box. I was always a crowd follower, but certain circumstances program my brain to think differently because I want it differently. And the only way you're gonna get something different is to do something different and be different. You want a different life? You're gonna have to do something different. But all you have to do is figure out what that is. Change your mind. Change the way you think. It all starts here. Remember, in my last video, it all starts in your mind. Once you figure out what's different about you, figure out how to bring that to the world. And it all starts here. Imagination is everything. Find out what's different about you and bring it into the world so it'll be a different world. That's your work. That's why you're here. That's why you're here on earth. What can you do individually that's different from everybody else to help out mankind? That's what you're here for. That's what you're put here to do. But be different. But first, think differently about yourself, about your circumstances. Do differently. Practice different habits. Figure out what those habits are. And then if any of those habits are prohibiting you from finding your work to do in this life, cut them out. You know which habits it is. You know which habits are affecting you negatively. Get rid of them. It's not going to be easy, but that's part of you changing your mind. Get rid of those habits because those habits are keeping you, whether you know it or not, those habits are keeping you in that same mind state that you've been in, to where you are not able to really live out your life's purpose. Be different. All right? Take care of yourself. Peace.